let introduce myself before getting into the PPT something because the first point, the first thumb rule is my approach of teaching is I I never ever share any PPTs. I will always strive to get the hands-on.
That's very good.
Okay. So everything you will share it through GitHub repo from where you can access. There is no other SharePoint folder or any other drive. So I will give the access to GitHub repo, and from there you can download the code. You can copy it locally. You can do it. You can share the notes, or there you can copy the notes also. You can directly you can view it in GitHub repo. The first thumb rule. At the same time, my way of teaching is like each and every command you are typing, you should know what exactly happening in the backend and why you're running the command and how you're running the command. Simple commands also, which you need to know each and every command, and you have to know. Don't blindly copy my code and execute it. You have to learn, and even I will tell you the steps also why you are running the command and how you are running the command. What is the purpose of running the command? What the output if you run the specific command? Okay. The second thumb rule is like you have to prepare your own environment. Environment in the sense you have to prepare your own Linux machine, AWS digital Linux machine. Otherwise, I will tell you like how to create a Linux machine. We are going to do this hands-on in that EC2 Linux machine only. Why I am specifying Linux? Windows nowhere that much usage in existing industry market. So I preferable Linux. If you're not familiar with Linux, I will give some commands, basic commands to moderate, basic to moderate. So you can practice that one. You can start working on the Linux machine. The third thumb rule is like we are going to run the session on basis of half theoretical, half practical. So on the daily basis, end of the session, I will give you the hands-on session, hands-on task. You have to come up, you have to complete that task, and you have to come back in the second next class. Don't think that you are not into cloud, you are not into IT, you are not into some other thing. But if you have the desire to learn something, if you can definitely learn.
Yeah,
Because I will give you scenario, like I will give you
yeah,
small example. I'm working as a I'm working from past 15 plus years into IT. I just started my career in as a Windows and Linux administrator. Then I learned different cloud providers like AWS, Azure, GCP. And now I'm a senior resource in DevOps practice for the different clients across the globe. I'm reporting to a manager who have like 20 plus experience guy who did his mechanical engineering in IT. Think that how we have the desire to, because he will write the script. Even ChatGPT can explain the same thing because
mm,
he will write this exactly the code which is giving in ChatGPT. He will write it. So that's the way. I just want to motivate you people. Don't think that forget about your qualification, forget your experience, forget about your project. Just come up with a fresh mind. I don't know anything.
exactly.
I need to learn. That's it. The only thing is the desire to learn. You have to see. Don't blindly follow me. Come up with your queries. I will always happy to help you guys. And the only thing I'm expecting, like, see, think like I can only give 70 to 80% of my skill to you, but only 30. I can expect 30% from your side. The way you working, the way you are delivering the tasks, the way you are exploring. See, I will always learn because my learning flow is like I will always keen to fail in first three steps, first three times. Then only I can learn. If
Mm,
you are copying my code, you are running, executing, it doesn't mean that success or you are getting the task understanding. Okay, you have to get into the errors. You have to fix each and every error in each and every stage. Then only you can learn and you can apply the same thing in the real time scenario. So you can make your hands dirty by doing so many labs, so many tasks. So you can connect all the tasks within a single pipeline. It doesn't mean that end to end DevOps pipeline. So you're building an application. It means that you are doing so many tasks, right? For example, you create the infrastructure, you written the code, you commit the code, you build the code, you scan the code, you deploy the code, and when we get the URL, you are accessing the URL. Nothing but the accessing the application. So many steps we came across, right? But here we are going to deal with like how came to our life from the past 10 years or 15 years, how they emerged now and how they're emerging right now. Okay.
mm,
We make sure that think about like cloud plus DevOps plus security. Okay, sir. We will go in detail like what exactly the cloud, why we have to onboard the cloud, what exactly the usage of cloud, and what we can do with cloud. We can do
okay,
wonders with the cloud, but
yes,
only thing is we have to make sure that the second thumb rule is make sure that when you are running your free account with any resources, make sure that switch off the resources once it is done. Otherwise, it will incur the unnecessary charges. Again, you have to pay
Okay.
it from your pocket. Okay. Any queries till now? Are you comfortable with my session until now?
Yeah.
If you want to learn anything, don't keep any boundaries.
Yes. That's
Okay.
true.
Don't give restricted to yourself,
Mm.
because don't hesitate to learn coding, because see, every people say that I'm not aware of coding, whether I am eligible for DevOps. No. Thing you have to learn each and every corner of the skill. Don't think that it is very complex. The only
Okay.
thing is the way you explode, the way you apply your thought. That's it.
That's it.
So don't go for the task 10 until you started the task 1. Make your things ready one by one.
Mm.
Don't aim for a security pipeline integrated with the AML script right now. Just learn each and every pieces of the code, and then we can implement later. So that's
Yeah.
why I given. Let's see. Uh, Go for this is my introduction. Okay. So tell me, as a general, like if you want to access any banking application like URL like iccibank.com,
Mm.
what exactly you need? You'll get the page. After
Okay.
getting the page, you have the username, password. Make sure
Yes.
that you already have the account. So you enter your credentials. You already have the account. You got all the required things to enable your internet banking. You enter the existing password and you change the password. Then you have the exact authorization to access the URL. Tell me, you came across two words: authentication and authorization. Tell me the exact difference. I will give you in a different way. Authentication, you are authorized to access your account. Authorization in that account, which places you are authorized to see. That's it. For example, if you are open any AWS account, so your credential is allowed to you to see the cloud services. For
Mm.
example, you are not the part of specific team, but maybe you are the developer. You have the
Mm.
developer access. If you log into your, if you get the least privilege, like if you got the least privilege, you get only read access. You don't get the write access. That is called authorization.
Okay.
So these two words are very key terms for security aspect, right? For example, in banking also authentication author, because if you have any locker, the banking you have the other locker, you have to go each mutually will go and you can open the locker at the same time, right? This is your authorization, right? Authentication is your bank account, authorization your key,
Yes. Yes.
right? So before getting into DevSecOps, I will tell you in detail what exactly the DevOps, like how we are going to deal the dev and operations. See, DevSecOps, it's nowadays there are people calling the DevSecOps. DevSecOps is already existing in the DevOps itself, but they changed the name DevOps to DevSecOps. That's it. Previously, we are doing the scanning, we are doing the
Yes.
code scan, we are doing the code coverage, everything, right?
Mm.
Nowadays they come up with the simple name. We are just making because there is specific security team is there which is isolated from the DevOps. Now the security operations also doing by the DevOps team only. That's why they make it as DevOps to DevSecOps. Understand? That is the difference. That is the see. No, see, we are at the from the past 6 years or maybe 10 years before also we have the I will I will show you one pipeline because if you will get an idea what exactly the codes can. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is the one Git repo. I'm going to share the URL with you so you can access each and every document from here itself. Okay. So I'm against to this PPTs and everything. So I will share directly with the repos only. Okay. I will maintain this repo. So this is my personal thing. Where exactly Jenkins. uh, Sorry. Tell me what exactly you are getting into mind when you're seeing this pipeline.
So you're building a Maven application and you're using SonarQube to run the code scanning
Mm-hmm.
and you're running some tests and
Mm-hmm.
you push the image to the Docker Hub,
I'm using the Argo CD,
Argo
Argo
CD for
CD image
deployment.
update. Argo CD, I'm getting the updated image from the Docker Hub.
Yeah.
I'm copying to the updating into some manifest in the repo. From that repo, my Argo CD is getting the updated code and deploying into Kubernetes. So it's already there. There is no, we are using somehow tools like SonarQube, Checkmark, some Sneak. Everything you're using in the part of DevOps pipeline. Previously, it was this design is almost done in around like 2012, 13. It's almost like 12 years back, right? Like whether we are specified DevSecOps. See, in DevSecOps also, we used to say DevOps pipelines only, right? DevOps pipelines and what exactly the DevOps will do. We just highlighting the security operations. You can say that you are the DevSecOps engineer. You will do all the DevOps operations and you can do also security things in
Oh,
like in detail way. For example, you are going to configure the security things. You are going to create the IAM roles. You are going to create the security threatening. You are going to scan the vulnerabilities. You are going to share the vulnerability report to development team. You are going, once you are comfortable all the security operations, then only you are deploying it to code. Maybe you are not comfortable with this pipeline. I will explain. Like this is the
yeah,
process flow how we are going to deploy a simple application. Okay. The source code is like GitHub repo. I will tell you like what exactly the GitHub repo. GitHub repo is a source code where we are going to place our raw code. Raw code in the sense which the script you are writing, which is the Python script you are writing, which are the Java code you are writing. From where I'm from local machine to we are going to keep this in source code because of this. It's a centralized repository. We are not supposed to keep our code in your local machine or in your laptop or my laptop or some other Mrunal laptop or maybe Krishnakant laptop. We have to make sure that we have to keep it everything in the source code repository because of the centralized repository. Everyone can see our code. We can give the restriction over there. Who can change it or who can read it? Can anyone tell why we need a source code repository? Anyone else? Like, can you give it a try? Like, why we need a source code repository at the same time why we need to create a branching strategy over there. Actually, it is the not with the company, it will be individual project wise. For example,
okay,
we are 6 members, right? We are going to create our own branch where we are working under locally. We have one branch in source code repository where we are pushing our codes from our internal branch to remote branch. So we can organize in such a way that we can have all the code or iterations or maybe our features, everything we have it in single place. So we can fix the issues in this itself in central code repository. At the same time, we have one reviewer whether we are doing the correct thing or not, where we are doing the right, we are in the right direction. We have one reviewer, maybe we can make it as a lead. We are going to watch over the things based upon the task we are working on. That is the main motto. Is called as a single source. We call it as source code management. We can call it as a single source of truth. Okay, so got it.
yeah.
So we'll go back to the security. So on our cube, tell me like why we need security, why we are very interested to have security gates while we are running any building the code, or why we are deploying the code, why we need security. DevOps, consider the DevOps type pipeline. Why we need security in DevOps pipeline? So tell me, like for example, if the developer hard coded his username or password or his email ID or any token, or he was and hard coded any IP address or maybe something else, it can be detected in the security scan. That is the one of the usage, right? We are if you are doing if you did any so before testing the code, it was pre-checking in the security gate, like how we have the our security persons working in our community or in office, how they will check each and everything, whether the ID card is there, whether the scanning is done, whether he was able to do the thumb impression, something scans, right? What
Yeah.
exactly he was doing it, whether he was authorized laptop he was holding, he will scan the whole the bag, any authorized items in the bag, like everything. So you can correlate with each other, right? Like how the my code is capable to go for next level once we approved or once we achieved all the checks in the security scan. Got it? So I have a question for you. Like for example, if you have some Python code, okay?
Okay.
So Python code, you mentioned something calculation something, but you hard coded some URL and a login and username password while you are downloading some libraries. Okay. If I found the if I found it in security scan something else, if I share the vulnerabilities with you, how you fix it? No, no. If you are hard coding something in your code, Python code,
Okay.
I found the issue, and I will share the vulnerabilities, the so and so line you hard coded this in, but you need to fix that one. So how you will fix it? Because you are the developer, I am the DevSecOps engineer. I just shared with you the vulnerability report. Hey, Mrinal, you did some hard coding here. So my scan report says that you did the vulnerability check. It's like a error. So you have to fix it. So how you are going to fix that one?
I don't know, but
Okay, fine. Just give it a try. I know because that's why I'm asking you only because you are the fresher. I want
yeah,
to know your thought process. That's okay, fine. That's okay, fine. See, the thing is why I'm asking this one. Like, we have to make sure as a developer, as a DevSecOps engineer, whenever we're writing any code, we have to avoid the hard coded things. The first thumb rule is we are not supposed to share our any personal information, especially the username, password, security, key token, secrets, everything. This is the first thumb rule. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Coming to the next topic, like what are the security pillars? We have so many security pillars. So we have to we have to achieve each and every security pillar to have the robust and flexible application without any issues, especially the security aspect. Okay. We'll go one by one. How many are aware of identity access management service in any cloud? It's common in any cloud. It was in Azure, it was in AWS, it was in GCP. Everywhere we need this, and even on-prem also we need this identity access management. Why we need identity access management? What is the purpose of IAM? Can anyone? Yeah. So previously, like 10 years or 15 years back, we have the each and every application username and password, right? For example, if you have got the 5 applications, we have to enable for each and every application, we need to enable our username password. We have to fix it. We have to enable it. We have to enter the username password, and we have to rechange the password, rotation the password, everything, right? But we have now SSO, right? What is the single, what is SSO? Single sign-on, right?
Mm.
So once you got the credentials of your system, automatically all the applications we use the SSO and it will automatically log in. So that's why we are not supposed to, or we are not encountering any other application issues. Few decades in the sense like 10 years back, we are every time we have to enter it, we have to rotate this one. That is one of the thing. That's okay. That's fine. Coming to IAM, the name itself resembling that identity access management. So what exactly it will do? It will identify, then it will give the access. It will identify, then give the access. And one more thing is here we have users and groups. So in real-time scenarios, the most of the companies never ever entertain to give the access to individual user. Every time they have the multiple groups. For example, you are just joined into IT group. They have the group of IT where so many members join to that group. They have the special privileges to the specific group. They apply the policies and roles to the specific group. Then automatically you will get all the roles which are already using by the IT team. Like you get the some group, right? Admin access, or maybe you have the least privilege access, you have the developer access, you have the tester access, we have the DevOps role access. So have the different groups created in identity access management. If I have the QA team, don't want to give the access QA team for the production and dev. I want to give only access to QA servers. What I will do? I will add the security policies to affect to the specific group. I will add all the members who are part of QA team. I will add to the QA group. Guys, are you with me? Are you understanding what I am trying to say? Any queries
Yeah,
regarding because if you are not asking the queries, it means that you are not understanding.
yeah. Actually, like,
Actually, this is the introduction. So I am just telling the high level what exactly the security because you joined the AWS security DevSecOps course. But in
okay.
the syllabus, if you go to the syllabus, I am starting with the Linux part.
Mhm.
I am just giving the demo as like what you are going to achieve once you done with the sessions or once you're done with this course. So I am telling because I can't start the Linux introduction or commands in demo, right? If
But
you go if you
there,
go to the syllabus, if you go to the
uh,
syllabus which is shared by the Visualpath team,
mm,
it will start with the minimum basics of Linux mission.
Yes.
yes.
So that's why I'm not going to in detail. See, if you go to if I don't complete this PPT anymore, I know what
Mm,
exactly the PPT knows because I created because of I consider the people when I'm writing the AWS DevSecOps demo, I consider the people like who are already aware of AWS. In that mode only, I will create the demo. But
mm.
I will create the syllabus which I consider the people who are the BTech freshers. The syllabus is different. Don't think like this is going to high and I will consider the people who that's why I give them example. My manager is a mechanical guy.
Mhm.
I will always keep in my mind I am teaching to the layman. I consider I will. That's why I'm going to each and every. You can consider it's a spoon feeding. I will go to each and every console of AWS. I will show each and every page, each and every service. This is the console. This is the service. And at the same time, the people who are already learn AWS may feel bored, but I give the task for them. They can do their work parallelly. Okay, I have to satisfy each and every corner of the people, right? Like some
Mm,
people are from marketing, as you mentioned, Rashid. There's some people
mhm.
of like Mrunal is a BTech guy. So I have to see. I will consider the task for one of the task for you. Maybe at the same time, I won't give the same task for all the folks.
Okay.
I will create a board. I will in the same thing I will create a task for each and every guy. I will follow up the task for each and every person, and I will go through that. Don't think that you are afraid of the technical stack. Maybe you are afraid of the technical terminology which I am using. Maybe I know you are not aware of this piece of technical stack which I am talking.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I am telling like what exactly the flow of the DevSecOps pipeline, the way we are going to build our pipeline, what is our roles and responsibilities, and what is our boundaries also. So don't think that you have to do each and every part. Our
Mm.
part will come once the developer is developed their code. From there only we have to pitch in. And from until what is our role, like once the application URL is working, we done with our role. If there is performance issue, comes to testing team. If there is an authentication issue, again we have to pitch in security. If there is a UI issue, the UX designer will come. So we have to check what is our role, what is our boundaries also. Don't getting into all the issues and get make your mind dirty. Got it? Any queries till now? Okay, fine. So we are going to learn a bunch of tools, not bit, it a bunch of tools. Don't confuse like I want each and every tool. I will onboard for each activity. I will onboard one tool. As I mentioned here, for code scanning, I will use SonarCube. In build dependency scanning, I will going to use Nick. For deploy ISS scanning, I'm going to use Terraform. For monitor, I will use the CloudWatch. Why I'm using? Because it's free and free to onboard. AWS account, we have hope you have the AWS. I am not telling each and every corner of the demo. I'm going to build a team like you guys,
Mm.
which you are comfortable enough. We can do your individual role. So I want to build the confidence, not the code
Mm.
development. Okay. I see you are going to be capable enough. Lead a lead in the sense like lead your project in individual contribution. Don't think and don't ask me like how will be the DevSecOps team roles and how
Mm.
many members will be there. Don't think
Okay.
about it. Every time you have to thrive for an individual role only.
Okay.
You have to know each and every corner. If anything goes wrong, you have to get in, you have to pitch in, and you have to fix it, and you have to run the pipeline.
Done.
So that's the main motto of this session. My way of approach, as I mentioned earlier, like it should be more on hands-on out of 45 days course. It
Mm.
should be more on each and every day we have a hands-on session. Might be that I will give the task for you. If you are not capable enough to complete this one, then you can come out the next day. The first 15 minutes we'll going to discuss about the task and we are going to fix it and run it. But
Good.
you have to come up with the next class when we are starting the regular classes. You have to create your own AWS EC2 Linux machine. For
Mm.
this one, you can go to ChatGPT or any Google. Just mention like how to create my own EC2 Linux machine. Then it will
Mm.
give all the steps: how to create your account, how to make your billing account, how to create EC2 Linux machine. Then make sure that you have to switch off your machine once you've done it ready. Guys, are you comfortable with AWS DevSecOps demo in the sense like which I am going to teach? I'm not go to each and every slide, but you can go back. I already uploaded this slide in the repo, and I'm going to share the repo URL. At the same time, you can check with the syllabus which I mentioned from the scratch, like it
Yeah.
from learning from the Linux part to DevSecOps. Okay. If you have still any queries, you can reach out to Visualpath team. They can set up one more call. I will resolve the queries because maybe you didn't gone through that syllabus. Maybe you don't have that much queries right now. Okay. So I just want to show you like what exactly the outside industry is, what exactly how is working in AI. So see, maybe consider this agent as a DevSecOps agent. Guys, are you with me? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So someone asked, right, what is the advanced after DevSecOps? This is the advanced
Okay.
one. This is the advanced
Okay.
one. So we are giving the prompts where my LLM get the prompts and it will think into like a brain and it will give the language generation. We have the one framework in the middle where agent is going to use the memory, some tools, APIs, and the real time scenario, my real world assistant DevSecOps bot or finance bot is triggering my pipelines and triggering my security pipelines and getting the report. We are not, the human beings are, our DevOps team is not anymore, maybe after 2, 3 years or 4 years.
Hmm.
But you have to know what exactly happened because we are going to create our own agents and we are going to train our own agents from where the agent is going to trigger our own pipelines in the back end. But again, we have to make our pipelines first. For that, we need to learn DevOps and DevSecOps also, right?
Yeah.
Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Don't think that agent is going to create our own pipelines because it will create the pipelines. Again, we need to create our own scripts to create the pipelines first. If you are not, if you're doing from the scratch, yeah, yes, okay, you can learn it from the scratch from the agent and we are going to create the pipelines. But you have already pipelines integrated, everything is set up ready. If you are going to integrate with the AI, you have to know which pipeline you are going to call based upon the prompt. We have to make a communication between this agent and the pipelines which are already existing in your environment. I just want to showcase like maybe you are people thinking that's why we are discussing with the AI, right? I just want to showcase this thing. That's it. Nothing apart from this. Okay, fine. So this is the AWS DevSecOps. So the I'm just give the conclusion like what exactly the benefits of AWS DevSecOps. It's going to a continuous compliance and monitoring. The compliance in the sense there is no any other error prone or maybe we are very strict to compliance. There is no any other outside of validations done. We have the good fast releases. No need to wait for the security scanning. We are no need to wait for the security team to do the scan, that scan, and SAS scan, everything security scanning, and we're going to save cost by detecting the issues early. Because why I'm saying the cost saving, maybe we are spending more on an application release. We have so many vendors are waiting for us. Otherwise, they will charge us. Like if you are not releasing the application, we may have to incur the charges for you. To avoid this one, we have to release the application in a bit early as per the date. So in the same way, we are going to detect the early bit early by running the security scans. We will detect it, we will fix it, we will release our version in a specific date which we committed. Guys, got it? Still have any issues, please let me know. So do you have any queries about the course and what you are going to achieve, how many hours? I'm not sure about the schedule, maybe what you enrolled for, but the call should be like every 1 hour from Monday to Saturday. There is no class on Sundays and holidays.
Hmm.
If you have any planned holidays or maybe national holidays, mostly Saturday I'm going to plan the review of the each and every week which we've gone through from the last 1 week. We can connect on Saturday for any individual queries, the lab sessions. I'm going to prepare a notes as I mentioned earlier, which I showed you right for the GitHub, which I'm maintaining the different repos for each and every session. From AWS DevSecOps also, I created a repo where you can access each and every. But only thing is, I can provide you, but you are the person, or you are the resource, or you are the responsible for to go to each and every notes and come up with your queries. I believe that if you are not asking the queries, it means that you are not reading. You
No,
are not doing the hands-on. You are not doing the practice.
I have a
Uh,
question.
yeah, tell me.
Shall I?
Yeah, go
Is
ahead.
that 45 days is okay with this learning part?
This is the tenure, but it may extend until for next 15 days also. The
Because
mostly,
I am totally unaware of that
no,
project.
no, no. I will tell you. See,
That's why.
that is the saying period. Like it may extend to 60 days or 65 days until you're comfortable, but
Hmm.
adhere to the syllabus. Got it?
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah,
going to yeah, 1 second. I'm going to prepare a special notes, special page for the guys who are not aware of these topics. There is a bridge course. I'm going to add a page. What is the bridge course which I'm going to add it? What are the concepts you have to learn to start these sessions? Especially for Rashid and some people are who are new to this one and like Ronald, like who is a fresh graduate. I will add a bridge course file over there, which I'm going to add the what are the prerequisites once you're done with the installation of your server in EC2, and what are the tools you are going to learn, what are the tools you have to explore in Google or maybe ChatGPT, and what are the things you have to be familiar, what are the technology you have to be familiar with about this one. So it's like a bridge course. See, AWS, we have the cloud, we are going to use the AWS, but CICD, I'm going to cover GitLab or GitHub Actions, Jenkins some part, Argo CD. So anyway, we are going to, because forget about that image, that is the bit old one, I guess, but actually we are going to integrate the GitLab and GitHub Actions. If you don't have any queries, can we wind up?